Recent research reveals a disconcerting trend among young adults globally, suggesting that the happiness levels of this demographic are declining at an alarming rate. Traditionally, studies have illustrated a U-shaped curve of happiness throughout life, where individuals experience high levels of joy in youth, a dip during midlife, and a resurgence in their later years. However, a new study, part of the Global Flourishing Study published in the journal Nature Mental Health, indicates that this curve is flattening, particularly for those aged 18 to 29. The study, which surveyed over 200,000 participants in more than 20 countries, found that young adults are grappling not only with decreased happiness but also with deteriorating physical and mental health, strained relationships, and financial insecurity. Tyler J. VanderWeele, the lead author of the study and director of Harvard's Human Flourishing Program, described the findings as a pretty stark picture, raising critical questions about society's investment in youth well-being. Previous reports have echoed these concerns. For instance, a 2023 Harvard Graduate School of Education study highlighted that young adults in the U.S. aged 18 to 25 reported anxiety and depression rates double those of teenagers. Additionally, there has been a notable increase in perfectionism among college students, often driven by unrealistic expectations. The decline in participation in social and community activities only compounds the issue, with loneliness among young adults reaching levels comparable to those of older generations. Laurie Santos, a psychology professor at Yale, emphasized the importance of social connections for happiness, noting that young people are spending less time with friends compared to a decade ago. She cited the overwhelming presence of global challenges, from climate change to political polarization, as contributing factors to the mental strain faced by today's youth. Despite the expansive nature of the Global Flourishing Study, which aims to analyze trends annually through 2027, the data presents a complex picture. Countries like Poland and Tanzania, for example, showed a decrease in flourishing with age, while nations such as Japan and Kenya maintained a traditional U-shaped happiness curve. However, many Western nations are witnessing a troubling decline in the well-being of younger populations. David G. Blanchflower, an economist at Dartmouth College, noted the urgency of addressing the challenges facing young people today, suggesting that excessive screen time may be a significant factor in their social isolation and unhappiness. He pointed out that rather than engaging in community activities, many young individuals are withdrawing into their digital worlds. As the Global Flourishing Study continues to gather data, researchers aim to uncover the deeper reasons behind this worrying trend. The implications of these findings are profound, as they may shape policy discussions and interventions aimed at improving youth well-being. The ongoing dialogue surrounding the mental health crisis among young adults suggests a critical need for societal shifts in how we support and nurture the younger generation. Looking to the future, the hope remains that awareness of these issues will spur greater investment in programs and initiatives that foster connection, resilience, and happiness among youth, ensuring that the next generation can flourish in a more supportive and understanding environment. In a surprising turn of events, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has announced plans to mandate placebo testing for all new vaccines, a move that has raised significant alarm among health experts. This proposal, revealed on May 1, 2025, has the potential to reshape vaccine evaluation processes in the United States, stirring both controversy and concern among public health officials and scientists alike. Kennedy's announcement comes amid ongoing debates surrounding vaccine safety and efficacy, particularly in light of increasing vaccine hesitancy. In a statement, he emphasized, "We must ensure that every new vaccine is tested against a placebo to verify its safety and effectiveness. Transparency in our health policies is paramount." While the intention behind the proposal may be to bolster public trust, many health experts warn that such a requirement could lead to severe delays in vaccine development and distribution, especially in times of public health emergencies. Dr. Sarah Thompson, an immunologist and public health advocate, expressed her concerns, stating placebo-controlled trials are essential, but demanding them for all new vaccines could hinder our ability to respond swiftly to outbreaks. We risk losing invaluable time that could cost lives. Current vaccine approval processes already include rigorous testing phases. And critics argue that this new mandate could complicate and prolong an already lengthy timeline for bringing new vaccines to market. The implications of this policy extend beyond mere administrative hurdles. If implemented, the requirement could alter the landscape of vaccine research funding, shifting priorities and potentially discouraging investment in new vaccine technologies. This concern is echoed by pharmaceutical industry leaders who assert that the additional burden of placebo testing could deter innovation at a time when the world is grappling with rising infectious disease threats. In a related political development, former President Donald Trump has appointed Representative Mike Waltz to a significant UN position while announcing that Senator Marco Rubio will step in at the White House. This reshuffle comes as Trump seeks to consolidate his influence within the Republican Party and position himself for a potential 2024 presidential run. The juxtaposition of these political maneuvers with Kennedy's health policy proposal reflects the intricate interplay between governance and public health, emphasizing the need for cohesive strategies that address both political and social dimensions of healthcare. In a separate but equally noteworthy announcement, Nick Bauman has been named the Politics and Government Deputy Editor at The Washington Post, indicating a continued evolution in the media landscape. Bauman's editorial leadership will be crucial as the press navigates complex narratives surrounding health policies, political changes, and public sentiment. As the vaccine debate intensifies, the ramifications of Kennedy's proposal and the broader political context will undoubtedly unfold in the coming weeks and months. Stakeholders across the health, political, and media spectrums will need to engage in open dialogue to address the concerns raised by this announcement and work towards solutions that prioritize public health without stifling innovation. The future of vaccine testing policy and public trust remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: the conversation is far from over and the stakes have never been higher. In a rapidly evolving corporate landscape, the recent developments surrounding prominent companies like Tesla and Kohl's highlight significant shifts in leadership and strategic direction. The Wall Street Journal has reported that Tesla's board is actively searching for a successor to CEO Elon Musk, whose tenure has been marked by groundbreaking innovations as well as considerable controversies. Meanwhile, Kohl's has found itself in the spotlight for more troubling reasons, leading to the dismissal of its CEO amid allegations of unethical business practices. Tesla's ambitious journey under Musk has undeniably transformed the automotive and energy sectors. However, the company's board is now taking steps to ensure a smooth transition for the future. As noted in the report, the board's decision to initiate a search for a new CEO comes at a time when Tesla is grappling with increasing competition in the electric vehicle market alongside challenges posed by supply chain disruptions and regulatory pressures. By seeking new leadership, Tesla aims to not only maintain its innovative edge but also to stabilize its operations as it navigates these complexities. In a statement reflecting on Musk's influence, a board member remarked, "Elon has been the visionary force behind Tesla, but as we enter a new chapter, fresh leadership can provide the necessary focus and strategy to expand our market presence." This search signals a pivotal moment for the company, potentially setting the stage for a new era in Tesla's evolution. In stark contrast, Kohl's has faced turmoil following the termination of CEO Tom Kingsbury, who was reportedly involved in directing business opportunities to a romantic partner. This decision underscores the growing scrutiny on corporate governance and ethical standards, especially in a climate where transparency is paramount. The board's action is seen as a necessary step to restore confidence among investors and consumers alike. "We are committed to upholding the highest ethical standards," stated a spokesperson for Kohl's. "This decision reflects our dedication to integrity and accountability." As Kohl's grapples with this leadership shakeup, it also battles declining sales in a challenging economic environment. The fast food giant McDonald's has similarly reported a downturn in U.S. sales, attributing the decline to shifting consumer preferences and economic uncertainty. This broader trend suggests that even established brands are not immune to the pressures of a fluctuating economy. Analysts believe that McDonald's struggles may reflect a shift toward healthier eating habits and increased competition from fast casual dining options. Additionally, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is making headlines with his bold investment of $500 million into universal vaccine research, signaling a significant pivot from his previous focus on COVID-19 funding. This move aims to address broader public health issues and reflects an increasing recognition of the importance of vaccine development in safeguarding global health. As these companies navigate their respective challenges, the outcomes of these leadership changes and strategic investments will undoubtedly shape their trajectories in the coming years. The potential for a new CEO at Tesla could herald innovative practices that reinforce its market leadership, while Kohl's efforts to recover from its scandal could lead to a renewed focus on ethical practices that enhance its brand reputation. Meanwhile, the shifts in consumer behavior impacting giants like McDonald's suggest that adaptability will be crucial for survival in this dynamic marketplace. Looking ahead, the corporate world will be closely watching how these developments unfold and what they mean for the future of business leadership and consumer relations. The interplay of innovation, ethics, and market forces will continue to define the landscape, making it an exciting time for stakeholders in these industries. In a significant move within the art world, Ari Emanuel, the Hollywood power broker and co-founder of Endeavor, is set to acquire the Frieze Global Art Fair and Publishing Group from Endeavor itself in a deal valued at approximately $200 million. This acquisition marks Emanuel's first step into the art event industry through his newly established global events company, which has backing from a consortium of investors including Apollo Global Management and Redbird Capital Partners. The sale, expected to finalize in the third quarter of 2025, reflects Emanuel's ambition to expand his portfolio beyond entertainment and into the realm of art and culture. Frieze has always been a source of inspiration for me, both professionally and personally, Emanuel stated, highlighting that the Frieze Group represents a strategic cornerstone in our new global events platform. This acquisition comes at a critical time for the art market, which has faced a downturn in recent years. Data from the latest Art Basel/UBS Art Market Report reveals that global art sales fell by 12% in 2024, reaching their lowest point in 8 years, excluding the pandemic-impacted year of 2020. Frieze, founded in 1991 as a contemporary art magazine, has grown into a prominent art fair group, hosting 7 events worldwide, including major shows in New York, Los Angeles, and Seoul. The upcoming Frieze New York will showcase its 13th edition. Simon Fox, the current CEO of Frieze, will remain in his position alongside the rest of the leadership team, assuring stakeholders of a seamless transition in ownership. Fox expressed optimism about the future, stating that with new ownership, they are well positioned to enhance creativity and growth. The deal is noteworthy not only for its financial implications but also as Emanuel's first foray into the art world after he stepped down as Endeavor's CEO following a takeover by Silver Lake, which purchased the company for $25 billion earlier this year. This transition signals a shift in Emanuel's focus towards global events, potentially paving the way for further acquisitions in sectors beyond entertainment. As Emanuel embarks on this new venture, the art world watches closely, particularly given the current challenges facing the industry. The Frieze acquisition could signify a strategic response to the ongoing fluctuations in the market, and it remains to be seen how Emanuel's leadership will shape the future of Frieze and its events. The evolving landscape of the art market will undoubtedly influence the direction of this acquisition, with both challenges and opportunities on the horizon. In conclusion, while Emanuel's acquisition of the Frieze Group represents a bold entry into the art sector, the broader implications of this deal will unfold amid an uncertain economic backdrop for the art market. As Emanuel strives to establish a global events platform, the art world may witness significant changes in the way art fairs operate and engage with their audiences. The coming months will be crucial for both the Frieze Group and Emanuel's new venture as they navigate this dynamic landscape. In a significant development within the realm of documentary filmmaking, renowned director Martin Scorsese has announced a new project featuring the late Pope Francis. This documentary, titled Aldeas, A New Story, is poised to encapsulate what the filmmakers describe as the Pontiff's final extensive on-camera interview. Scorsese, celebrated for his cinematic storytelling, has engaged with the Pope in a series of conversations that explore themes of creativity, culture, and human connection. The film will highlight the initiatives of Scholas Ocurrentes, a non-profit organization founded by Pope Francis in 2013 aimed at fostering a culture of encounter among youth globally. This initiative encourages young people from diverse backgrounds to collaborate and create through film, and the documentary will showcase participants from Indonesia, Gambia, and Italy as they engage in filmmaking projects under the Aldeias program. Scorsese's production company Sicilia Productions is collaborating with Aldeias Scholas Film on this endeavor, which they describe as a testament to the belief that creativity can serve as a conduit for hope and transformation. In a poignant reflection on the importance of dialogue, Scorsese remarked, "Now more than ever we need to talk to each other. Listen to one another cross-culturally." He emphasized that cinema is a powerful medium for sharing stories that reflect personal experiences, which can help cultivate mutual understanding and respect among diverse cultures. The late Pope Francis echoed this sentiment, expressing that Aldeias was an extremely poetic and very constructive project that addresses the fundamental aspects of human life, including sociability and conflict. Following Pope Francis's passing on April 21, 2025, Scorsese articulated his profound sense of loss, recalling the pontiff as a remarkable human being who exemplified wisdom and goodness. He noted Francis's commitment to enlightenment and forgiveness, stating he embraced, preached, and practiced forgiveness. Universal and constant forgiveness. As the world mourns the loss of the Pope, Scorsese's documentary aims to preserve and share the legacy of a visionary leader who sought to inspire a more compassionate and connected world. While no release date has been announced for Aldeias, a new story, the documentary is anticipated to resonate deeply with audiences, particularly in the current socio-political climate that often emphasizes division. As the film progresses toward completion, it stands as a reminder of the enduring impact of Pope Francis's message and the role of storytelling in bridging cultural divides. As the global community awaits this documentary, the upcoming conclave to elect a new pope, scheduled to begin on May 7, may further shape the future of the Catholic Church and its engagement with contemporary issues of social justice and interfaith dialogue. Scorsese's work with the late pontiff is poised to contribute meaningfully to this ongoing discourse, reinforcing the idea that cinema, like faith, can inspire transformation and connection across diverse communities. In a dramatic turn of events, a 37-year-old man from Kingston, Richard Henderson, found himself at the center of a police chase in Scranton, Pennsylvania, after fleeing from officers attempting to arrest him for public drunkenness. The incident, which occurred on April 29, highlights ongoing concerns regarding substance abuse and public safety within the community. According to the criminal complaint, police spotted Henderson staggering along North Main Avenue, exhibiting erratic behavior that included fidgeting with his hands and crossing streets against traffic signals. His physical state raised immediate alarms. Officers noted his dilated pupils and the presence of white foam around his mouth, a potential indication of narcotic use. When approached by the police, Henderson admitted to taking half a Percocet earlier in the day without a prescription, further escalating the situation. As the officers attempted to detain him, Henderson bolted, leading to a foot pursuit down North Main Avenue. Officer Jack Carroll managed to catch up with Henderson and grabbed his arm, while Officer Kevin Sweeney assisted in bringing him to the ground. Despite the officers' efforts, Henderson resisted arrest but was ultimately taken into custody after a brief struggle. A search following his arrest revealed a glass pipe and a small amount of methamphetamine in his possession. Henderson later confessed to smoking crystal meth earlier that same day. He currently remains incarcerated at the Lackawanna County Prison on a $2,500 bail, with a preliminary hearing scheduled for May 13. This incident raises important questions about the challenges law enforcement faces when dealing with substance abuse issues in public spaces. The behavior exhibited by Henderson is not uncommon in cases involving addiction, where individuals may act unpredictably and resist intervention. As communities grapple with rising addiction rates, the need for comprehensive support systems, including addiction treatment and public health initiatives, becomes increasingly evident. While Henderson's case is just one among many, it serves as a stark reminder of the complexities surrounding substance abuse in society. The Scranton police are likely to continue addressing such incidents with a focus on not only law enforcement but also the underlying social issues that contribute to these behaviors. The upcoming preliminary hearing may shed light on Henderson's circumstances and the broader implications for local public safety and health initiatives. As discussions about public safety and addiction treatment evolve, it remains crucial for communities and law enforcement to collaborate on effective strategies to address these pressing issues. The outcomes of cases like Henderson's may help shape future responses to substance abuse in Scranton and beyond, emphasizing the importance of a holistic approach to public safety that includes prevention, treatment, and law enforcement.